Hello, Rob here. Now, this is the question you've been set for homework to be completed over Easter and bring it back when you come back after Easter. We're going to do this 30 marker, and then when we come back after Easter, you're going to do two 15 markers. So the question is, how far can aspects of identity be seen to affect the way in which audiences use online media, discussed with reference to KSI not Notuela and attitude? You should refer to relevant academic theories in your response, 30 marker. Now, attached to the email, you will find this mark scheme. It has got on it, as you can see, the assessment objectives. So, this is marked out of 30. 20 marks go on assessment objectives AO 1A and 1B, and 10 marks go towards AO 2 and 3. AO 1A and 1B are as follows. Demonstrate knowledge and understanding of the theoretical framework of media. So this is you demonstrating you understand identity theories. So in here you could be mentioning people like Stuart Hall, David Gauntlet. You could be mentioning people like Bell Hooks, Lisbeth van Zoonen. You could be talking about Judith Butler, or you could be talking about Paul Gilroy. So you have to demonstrate that you understand those theories, right? So to get a band 5, which is an A star level, I want excellent knowledge and understanding of the relevant aspects of the theoretical framework. Discussion of the set product is likely to be perceptive, insightful, and critically informed in a detailed knowledge and understanding of audiences and how they use media products, and detailed references made to relevant audience theories. Right? So we can bring in audience theories to this as well. So you could, in theory, bring in something like, for example, what do you call him? Henry Jenkins, right? And fandom. You could be bringing in end of audience and talk about the idea that there's no such thing as a mass audience anymore, that it's two ways, so you can be bringing in that theory as well, right? So that kind of stuff, that's how you do that assessment objective. For assessment objective 3, you need to be applying that. Now, this is your examples. This is the assessment objective people tend to be underperforming on. You tend not to be too bad at the other one. It's this one. So you need to apply that knowledge. So this is how you answer the question, right? You need to take your knowledge and understanding and use it to make judgments and draw conclusions. So again, I need to see excellent application of knowledge and understanding to make judgments and draw conclusions regarding how far aspects of identity can be used and affect the way in which audiences use online media. How far? Those are your key command words. Judgments and conclusions are perceptive, insightful, and fully supported with detailed reference to specific aspects of the set product. That's the question. Now, we're going to try something a little bit different in terms of how you're going to break this question down. As part of your planning, I want you to use a grid like this, right? So, we're going to use our buck format, and as you can see, I've color-coded it. So, green is for command words. Blue is for the stuff you underlined, you sort of like the topic, and purple is for your examples, right? So, you know what you're referring to. So, how far? That's your command terms, right? That's a debate. It's an argument. That can work on a spectrum from completely on one end to not at all on the other, and anywhere in between. To get a band 5, you need to show not just that you can argue your point, but you can see that there's a counter argument, right? So you need to be able to, you don't have to spend as much time on either argument, mind you. So, how far and discuss. These are our command words. We need to be focusing on identity and audiences. So how do audiences use online media to shape their identity? And then we need examples from the literal online media, in this case the websites of KSI and Attitude. So you're going to use this scaffolding, right, to plan your answer. Each of these cells here Each one of these is for a different paragraph. Your introduction, your conclusion, and about 4 paragraphs. That means you can have 2 paragraphs on KSI and 2 paragraphs on attitude. These cells here, this is the knowledge and understanding that you need to back up the points you're making. So in each one of these cells, you make a point. In here, these are the theories you need to back up your point. And these cells, these are the examples. This is the apply. So you this is your evidence, right? This is your facts. This is sort of like your theories. These go in here. This is applying it. This is how you take this theory and apply it to make your point. Point, evidence, explain why it's relevant. So here we're using knowledge and understanding of the theoretical framework, which you put in here, and we're using it to make a judgment or draw conclusions. So every paragraph needs to have the word how far in it, or some variation of it. Every paragraph needs to mention the words identity and audience. Every paragraph needs either an example from KSI, an example from attitude, or an example from both. Now, introduction must answer the question in as concise a way as possible. You might want to mention the key theories you're going to mention and your key case studies. So make sure you mention this KSI and attitude in your introduction. Then you might want to mention 1 or 2 theories. You don't have to do all of them. Yeah, you could just use 1 theory if you wanted to. But a nice sprinkling of different ones is good. You know, Paul Gilroy, for example, since KSI is a black celebrity, post-colonial theory might be a good one to use, right? The feminist ones, not so important. You might want to be focusing on Stuart Hall, for example. You might want to be focusing on Gauntlet. You could then bring in some stretch and challenge theories, but make sure you mention the key theorists first. So you're going to make a point. Now, you can either go like KSI attitude. You could spend the first 2 paragraphs talking about KSI and the second 2 paragraphs talking about attitude. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. I would recommend shorter paragraphs are better than longer paragraphs. Yeah, break it down. It makes it easier to read. It makes it easier to organize your thoughts. It makes it easier to plan. Use this grid, which I've attached as a Word document, to plan your answer. If you can get this done before I see you next, right, then I can have a check of it before you have a go at writing your answer over half term. I've not used this with the A2s before. I have tried this out with my first year film studies class. They thought it was really useful, but you're going to be my guinea pigs. We're going to try it out and see how it works. If you have any further questions, just ask, come and see me. I'll explain what you need to do. Any questions? You know where I am.